Okay. Man, I just went for a nice walk. Love the ambiance of the city. The way the city makes me feel. I love America.
America, that fantastic place where you can come and make your way and have a great time. The great city of America where you do what you please.
Yeah, dude.
Bum 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 dum bum 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 bum. America, the fantastic place.
The place
Do
where
what
you can make your way. You can be a burger man, trash man, car man, or a valet guy. You can be a slave, or you can be a different type of guy. You could be a white guy, a lot of money, or you could be a homeless man. Very sad America, the place where you can be.
I'm actually very bad at snapping as it turns.
As it turns out, you can't keep the proper snap. There you go. Yeah, that's good.
America.
The place to be. Every type of guy that you want to be. As far
I
as...
can't do this on beat at all. I don't know. Something's happening.
Maybe your internal metronome's off.
Boom, 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 boom. America, a crazy place for me and you. America, a crazy place. You do what you do, America. La-dee-da.
Freedom of speech. Sand on the beach. A big, 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 big black leech. Sucking on your body, sucking on your bones. Making you weak and making you moan. It's a big black leech on the beach in America time.
Ba-da-da-do.
Do you want to see a creature oh so scary? Do you want to see a bug oh so hairy? Do you want to see a big black greasy bug living in your brain and living in your thoughts? America, place to be. It's for you and it's for me. Ellis Island and in the Atlantic Sea, Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Sea.
This is I'm being a horn. You can be the voice.
Okay. Everybody goes. Everybody goes to the south of the town. Everybody sees. Everybody sees the river. It is brown. What kind of horn is that?
It's my favorite horn. It's a leg horn.
The leg horn. Oh, gotcha.
Like foghorn stuff.
Yeah, okay. Oh, he's getting fancy with it. I played the jazz leg horn. Did you get out of breath?
What makes you think that?
Did you get tired from that?
Well, a horn wouldn't get out of breath, but the human horn, Thomas White, can.
Thomas the human horn White.
Welcome to the Jazz Scat Hour with T-Bone and Jake Bone. Forgot what Jake started with.
Yeah, T-Bone and
J-Bone.
J-Bone.
And J Cruz.
J Cruz.
J Cruz and the T-Bone Lover Boys.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now T-Bone, I met him down there, we'll say Baton Rouge, 1997. He's down there playing leghorn in a Zydeco band called Three Crazy Tigers. And now I'm classically trained in the beautiful, sultry, swinging jazz vocal choir. Now I was down there. I was letting the wild hair up out of my butt. I was drinking several glasses of drinkable ale, and I was drinking several sweet cups of red liquid. And boy, when I heard that beautiful leghorn, I said I had never heard such a leghorn playing.
Yeah.
And so I went down there to the Zydeco part of town. I saw Three Crazy Tigers. That's where I met old T-Bone.
Yeah. And the other two tigers unfortunately passed away.
They both died.
Due to they got chronic illnesses.
They had chronic illnesses that they weren't dealing with on account of
They had creek disease.
They had creek disease, and then they had the Sky syndrome.
Yep.
And these are incurable, and they had to have poor health insurance. Their employer was
They did the Monsanto shuffle.
They did, and they shuffled right off the mortal coil right into the great beyond. But then You know, I asked Thomas. I said, "Do you even like playing with the Three Crazy Tigers?" And what'd you say?
I said, "No, H to the double EL, no."
Yeah, he hated it. He was there.
No, I didn't like them because they had me trapped in a cage.
You were that slave boy.
I know. I was a tiger. I was a captive tiger boy.
And
There's
then
a big difference.
At the end of the show, I said, "What about you and me? We hit the road." As T-Bone and J. Cruz.
I said, "There ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm in a cage. You can take this wherever. Put it on back of a flatbed, head up to Tulsa."
And that's what we did.
And we showed them Tulsa boys we could do with a little zydeco.
The first show we played.
And the rest is about that.
You have to excuse my friend T-Bone. They used to beat him and prod him with various chemicals in clubs. So he's a little. He's not doing. His brain don't work.
I'm doing amazing. That's cool.
Guy who can't stop doing that at a funeral. And we ask now that you join us in silence as we remember the life of this sweet baby boy.
I'm sorry.
It's a Joker remake, but that's
My
his.
nip, and you passed away. You little baby boy.
Now the thing about T-Bone Tom is, some people would say he's touched, but I believe the good Lord gave him a gift. The gift of the leghorn and the gift of the jive.
Yes. Yeah, you can say I get a little leg bone holding up.
Now, the thing about being a crazy-ass tiger from the swamp is he don't speak a language like me and you speak. So he speak a little English, but mostly what he speak is tiger Creole. Yeah, so believe it or not, back in the swamp, tigers speak to each other different language. Bit of Indian, bit of French, bit of English, and bit of growl.
Wow, let's go low.
Now that mean now I learned the hard way working with T-Bone. That mean he ain't having a good time on his interview, and he's saying if you don't bring him a nice cool glass of drinkable milk, he's gonna start eating people.
Oh, I need some liquid steak up in here.
Yeah, you heard him that right there. That wasn't too hard to hear. He needs liquid white steak.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder, just depending on.
Yeah. Now you see, he get that liquid. He get that liquid steak in him. He start talking normal, but
I remember back in the day, we used to only have one string on every instrument. We didn't have enough money for multiple strings. So my guitar was only one string. They said, play that E, boy. Play me that E.
Boy, play that E like
I want to play that E, and I'd play that E all the way down from Mobile, Alabama, all the way down to Tallahassee.
What, like a lateral?
That was my north to south range.
Sort of like a lateral tour. Sort of like
I play all the way from Gulf Shores, Alabama to Pensacola. about an hour drive, I think. A 2-hour drive.
Yeah, I was touring Floribama.
I played from Biloxi to Diamond Head, Mississippi.
I'm not a very successful man. I
played from Weatherford, Texas to Peaster, Texas. I played all across about 8 square miles. He's here.
I played the Confederate.
United 45 states.
The other 5.
The other 5, Hawaii, Wyoming, Arkansas, and Mississippi. I was born in, most of y'all probably never heard of this state because you're too young, but I was born in B-Bucks, Mississippi.
Yeah, now that crazy tiger, 3 crazy tigers. They were probably the biggest Zydeco band in B-Bucks, Mississippi. And I was working down there in Port Aransas. I was working down there. I was killing homeless folk down there.
That's good work.
Wasn't really playing too much music.
Pays not good, but you're doing something good.
They're pretty easy to eat down there. They got a salt to them.
Yep.
Kind of like a Gulf oyster versus an East Coast oyster.
I used to be down there poaching great whites.
I
just hit them with a 9mm and drive off.
Yeah, you drive the Tacoma up on the sand dune, you start firing that Glock into the ocean.
I used to really think that there were great white sharks in that tide water. I think I mostly might have killed the little things, the tiny things in there.
the little
I don't know what the tiny things at the beach are called.
jellyfish,
Mollusks? Some types of mollusks.
sea
There's
snail,
little things where it's a tiny hole.
hermit crab.
There's some of them, yeah, but they
Yeah.
bite. Lord, I got my aunt-in-law got killed by a hermit crab. She thought she was going home to her shell, and it ended up being a hermit crab shell. When that hermit crab got home, Lord, it messed up something awful. She herself was a hermit crab. Might be useful for context.
You know, the family we ain't had too much, so we had to eat boiled hermit crab. Life back in was too much, you know.
But it was just enough at the same time.
Yeah, I lived in a 15-room porcelain marble structure.
Toilet?
It had 15.
I heard you lived in the toilet with a
No, that's my brother, B Cruz.
My daughter toiletry.
My daughter toiletry, Bella Cruz. She lived in the back of the toilet tank. Times was tough. I lived in the toilet where the poop go.
Yeah, I used to have to block that poop from hitting my family.
Yeah, oh,
I used to have to eat the whole log when they flushed. I hated it, God. They didn't have no plumbing issues, though. I ate all that poop.
Yeah, I was a poop man down in Louisiana.
I used to think the poop went into the tank after you flushed it. So I ate all of it. As it turns out, it's really designed to where the poop does not go that way.
When I was a kid, now I thought that the water in the back of the toilet had pee in it.
Yeah.
I thought it would purify the pee and then send it down
Yeah,
river.
I thought that the poop sat there, and then maybe one day my parents ate it. I don't know. I don't know how that
That's-
works. So I try to do the same for my kids. And
Basically, what I'm telling you guys here at VH1 Studios is that I was a very stupid boy. I used to think that the UPS truck, the brown truck, sold ice cream, but only sold chocolate ice cream. So I'd tell my mama when the UPS man would come drop our package, I said, I want to go get a chocolate ice cream. And my mama would tell me over and over again, Jacob, they do not sell ice cream. They bring letters. And I said, Mama, no, that
I don't want no letters.
I want a damn chocolate cone.
Yeah.
And she would say, Jacob, you are a fat boy and you are not quite bright. And they do not sell ice cream out of that. I'd come running out to the damn UPS man. I say, UPS man, I know you got chocolate in there. And he would be like, sort of like a short, fat, alcoholic Hispanic man. And he said, I do not sell ice cream out of my truck. And I'd say, I'd start crying. I'd tell my mom he a liar. He lied to me.
I used to eat the chicken wings from FedEx and get real sick.
Yeah, they call them the FedEx 5-wing deal.
Yeah, for 5 wings for 10 letters you can get 5 wings. I'd save up my mail to give it back to the FedEx man, and then he would give me those sweet, sour chicken wings.
Now, it turns out they was pigeon toes, but at the time I couldn't tell no difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good eating.
Actually, I was poisoned a lot. Anyway, what the fuck? Dude, it took me and Thomas like an inordinate amount of time to figure out this bed here.
Yeah.
We're sitting on a fold-out bed. Two guys who've worked, with their hands a fair amount and just didn't learn anything, intuitively speaking, from those times in our lives.
It happens.
It had written instructions on the thing.
Yeah. Once we found those, it was smooth sailing.
Written instructions on it, and no, it wasn't really. It said pull the handles, and I said, there's the handle, and you said, Jake, I don't think that's the handle at all. And I said, it looks like it. It was just a piece
And I
of the
pulled it, and I said, I'm not seeing a handle here. And you said, it's there. And I said, where is it? And you touched just a
piece of the frame.
you touched the hinge, and I said, all right, I'll try it. And I said, I feel like this is not going well. And you said, yeah, I don't think it is. And we both just kept doing it.
For about
All
10
right, well, let's try and break this thing, and we'll see. Yeah.
It was good. It was a good
It
time.
was good. It was hard, though, because we had to, we just been sleeping on the cushions. We just had them in the corner like dogs. But
Oh, man.
that's the road life for you, man.
Yeah, road dogging. Just taking sleeping pills.
We've been on tour now for about 1 day, and then today's the last day of tour.
Yeah.
For me, then you're going to
Grand Cedar.
Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, I'm going to Cedar Rapids.
I'm chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Do you think that they still fuck Bill and Hillary?
Nope. I don't think they have for like probably 25 years.
You think they're in a loveless sort of situation?
I think I'm very confident I think they're publicly in a loveless relationship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they might still.
I love my husband.
Hillary, I believe you and me, we're going to make it, baby. Now, I am a notorious sexual criminal, but I do have love in my heart for you still. Will you renew your vows with me? Bill Clinton.
Girl, I ain't doing all that. That's what she would say. That's how she talks whenever she's not on stage.
Oh, girl, I ain't fucking with you.
Boy, get your ass out of here. Just your cheating ass. If she talked like that, she might have won.
You think if she would have done a black
Obama ain't nothing. Girl, you come talk to me like that. Come on, Obamacare? More like Obama don't nobody care about that shit. We sending drones.
We sending fucking CIA to come get your
We taking
ass.
all the water out of Haiti and we making it into Fuji water. Fiji.
Fuji? Who made a Fuji apple out of 18 million gallons of African
It's
water?
almost the same word.
Yeah, it is. That's
They're
fair.
both Japanese. Fiji is a part of Japan, probably. And
I like how you were not confident.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
It is?
I don't think so.
I
think
it's a
Fiji's in, like, the
Japanese word. I
Polynesian-
decided it's a Japanese word, so... Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, show me your butt.
I'm very certain it's not. Is it around the Virgin Island? Where? Fiji location.
I feel like I don't know where anything is, which is probably like not important. I don't feel like.
Oh, it's a country. It's its own country in Oceania. It's in the South Pacific. See, that's giving me nothing.
It's like a Maori.
It's it's north of New Zealand and east of Australia. It looks like.
Okay.
It's in it. It's near Vanuatu.
Oh yeah.
And New Caledonia, Tuvalu, Solomon Islands. You know all that.
Caledonia was my great
It's
grandmother's
near Tonga.
Caledonia. Is that like a? What is that?
Caledonia love. I think France is in control of New Caledonia. Let's look up New Caledonia. I know people are like, please, Thomas, look up New Caledonia on the podcast. Don't worry, I'll get to it.
Yep.
It's an island country. It's a French territory comprising dozens of islands in the South Pacific. It's actually known for its palm-lined beaches and marine life-rich lagoon. It has. I would love to. Growing up, I always thought I'd be in a lagoon setting more. I watched a lot of like action, like spy cartoons and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there will be a lagoon filled with crocodiles at some point, and I'll need to brave that. I've never been in a lagoon setting as an adult, actually. No quicksand, no lagoons.
No speedboat with a
nope.
cigarette.
And I pick up trash for a living, so.
Dude, as a kid, we would go to Galveston and they would have these like multi-million-dollar like old mansions from like when Galveston was kind of like a hustle bustle, kind of like a Vegas sort of deal. And I fully believe that you could just buy one and it was like because when you're a kid, $1,000 and $1 million are like fundamentally the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I can't wait to grow up and move to Galveston and change my whole life. I'm going to be one of those, those Galveston bigwig guys? They walk around in suits. You know what I mean? They drive their speedboats. They smoke long cigarettes, and they got cool hats. I'm going to own an old haunted mansion. When I was a kid, I think I wanted to be like a gay Italian theater owner. When I was like, because in my mind, a rich guy, I didn't know, in my mind, like my parents' friends that were like upper middle class, I guess they were like, or like middle class, they were like car salesmen rich. Where it's like, the dad probably makes like $150,000 a year and he's got a nice truck. And I was like, oh, these are loaded guys. But there's a class above them and they walk, because Galveston was the only place I had ever been that wasn't my house. You know what I mean? And so, and I would see all these, and they have homes there that people don't live in. They're from literally like the heyday of Galveston where like the, steel magnates would live. You can walk around them. It's like a historical district in Galveston, Texas. All my G heads will know this. And I was like, God, I can't wait. I'm gonna be a writer. I'm gonna move to the beautiful island of Bolivar Peninsula, and I'm gonna write amazing, scary stories. And I'm gonna wear a long hat, and I would tell my mom, I'm gonna move to Galveston. I'm gonna wear a suit everywhere, and I'm gonna have a long feather hanging out of my hat, and I'm gonna be a writer. And she'd be like, that's amazing, son. I have to go to my third job because you keep eating all the fucking macaroni cups in the house because you're fucking fat as fuck. And as it turns out, that life doesn't really exist. Galveston is mostly a place where you go to, like, smoke meth and, like, go to strip clubs where the girls have, like, bullet holes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a nice place, though.
Yeah.
South Padre Island is probably one of the nicest places I've ever been
Nowhere
to.
near Galveston at all.
It's a wonderful, beautiful place.
Have you been to South Padre Island?
That was a fancy vacation place. If my parents were doing well, we would go to South Padre. And if not, we would either not go on we had some no vacation years, which is fine. But Port Aransas, Corpus Christi, or Galveston.
We were really
But
close.
South Padre was nice, but it was like I think it was like a 13-hour drive for us.
Yeah, it's pretty. You're going from one tip of Texas to the other, basically.
Yeah.
The first time I went to Padre was for spring break when I was in college. And that was the first time I did. No, that wasn't the first time I did cocaine. No, I think I'd been pretty much doing cocaine a lot at that point.
That's so horrible.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. I can't believe you would admit something like that on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm a bad guy. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you could. The cops would drive around and they would be like, "What's in that cup?" And if it was alcohol and you were under 21, they would just take you to jail. Or they give you like a PI or something. I think I've told the story on the show before. Edgar was driving around South Padre Island. He was with us. Shout out to my boy Ed. And he's Mexican, first gen. And
Which is fine nowadays.
Yeah, it's fine. And all of his cousins live down there. Like, they're in Corpus, and they, like, a lot of them work for, like, a local police station. And he was like, Edgar at the time was like a professional drunk driver. He loved driving drunk. And I was like, Ed, brother, you're going to get pulled over. Like, you're going to get pulled over and go to jail, bud. Like, we got to go back to Oz. You got work. And he was like, nah. He would joke, and he'd be like, nah, man, you know me. Mexicans we'll always find a way. You know, like, I probably got somebody working at the police station. We would laugh because it's cool to be racist with your friends. And he gets pulled over, drunk as fuck, leaving a gas station. And he's texting us, and he's like, guys, I'm fucked. Like, it's over. Like, can somebody drive my car back? And we're like, fuck. We're, like, freaking out. And, like, an hour and a half goes by. He's not texting, not calling. And he just rolls up to the hotel. He's like, what's up, guys? And I was like, Ed, I thought you were going to go to jail. And he was like, the guy that pulled me over, like, my mom babysat him for, like, 10 years. Like, it was not a joke at all. Like, everything he was saying jokingly ended up being true. He's like, yeah, that guy's basically like my brother. And I was like, when's the last time you saw him? He's like, dude, I saw him on holidays like 6 months ago. I was like, it's just a cop in South Padre Island. He's like, you're from like the valley. He's like, yeah, we're spread out all over. And I was like, I guess it makes sense. And so he just like got away with just like swerving down the South Padre Strip in his like Nissan Sentra. And the guy was like, hey man, if you do this again, I'm going to tell your mom. And he was like, oh, please don't do that. He just got away with it completely for being like just being a Mexican guy in a place where Mexican guys live. I wish white guys had that kind of power, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish we had
like connections.
Yeah,
and
I wish
stuff.
we had power within the police. Yeah.
I wish we had privileged,
all this DEI stuff,
Yeah, we need to get more white people in the police system. That's my new thing.
Jesus. Yeah.
When I got arrested, and I had to go to court, I was 15, and my mom made me wear a really big suit. Like a huge, like David Byrne suit. She was obviously very mad at me for going to jail because I was 15 and I was selling weed.
Because parents don't understand.
Parents don't understand how important it is to sell weed and Adderall at the park.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "When you go, you're going to be respectful to the judge, and you're going to look your best. I can't believe you do something like this." And I'll be like, "Okay, like I understand, Mom. I'm sorry." Well, I didn't have a suit. I was fucking 15 years old. I had no suit. I've never. When we would go to church, I would just wear like the white button up and like the blue denim that like my dad would
classic.
wear. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I had no suit, and so we had to go to Target to get me a suit to wear to court because my mom, in her defense, was like 30 at the time. So in her mind, she's like, my son's gonna go. He might go to jail again because they didn't know what they were gonna do with me. So she was like, we have to make him look professional. which I understand, you know. So we went to Target, and my mom got me the biggest, boxiest, like, talking head suit that they had. It was pinstripe, too. Like, the biggest, she like, the suit jacket went down to, like, the middle of my knees, and the slacks were, like, huge. This was before the skinny suit thing became kind of a standard issue. This was, like, 2007 or 2008. So every suit that you bought was, like, 15 sizes too big for you, even if it fit, like, your waist and your chest and stuff. So I'm rolling up to the courthouse in Houston, and I had long hair. Like, she kind of like, well, maybe like your length. She made me slick it back completely. Like, she was like, you're not going to have like shaggy hair. You're not going to look like a damn hippie. You got to look like you know, you learn your lesson. So we like slicked my hair back, dude. And then I had this like pinstripe suit on where the sleeves were like past my wrists, and it was huge. And then I had these huge, like, navy blue slacks on that were like, hanging off. And then I didn't have any dress shoes, and we didn't have enough money. They spent all the money in the suit, so I was just rocking checkered Vans on with the slacks. I looked completely insane. I looked like I was doing more drugs than just weed. Like, I had perfectly slicked back, super gelled concrete hair, huge blue pants, huge white pinstripe or black with white pinstripe suit, checkered Vans, and my white church button-up. And I went to court and begged for my life from the judge. And it was one of those courts where it wasn't just me there. I was there with like a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. And dude, every other teenager that was there just had on like a nice shirt. I looked like, you know, when you go to create a character in a video game you don't care about and you just throw a bunch of shit on them? Yeah. I was in the Houston courtroom like that talking to the judge, and the judge was like, "Still smoking marijuana?" And I was like, "No, sir." And again, concrete hair, like Gordon Gekko, big suit, checkered Vans. And he was like, "Where'd you get the marijuana?" And I was like, "I don't know." I don't want to like, I was like, "I have no idea." And he was like, "Can you pass a drug test?" And I was like, "Yes." And I was looking around, and I was realizing like none of the other teenagers here were dressed like a cocaine dealer that lives in a trailer park, like an insane person, like a completely fucking insane guy. Mm-hmm. And anyway, they was like, "Well, if you pass a drug test, we won't like send you to like." I couldn't go to jail, but they were like gonna send me. I guess like I forgot.
Like juvie or
yeah,
whatever?
Something like that. Yeah. Because I was selling weed, I wasn't just smoking weed.
Yeah.
And on the way back, home, my mom was like, "You got off lucky," because they knocked it down to a paraphernalia charge. And when we get back to the house, my dad was there for some reason, and my dad, like, I walk in the house, and my dad was like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Where the fuck y'all been?" And my mom was like, "Jacob, he had to go to court, remember? He got caught selling marijuana in the park." And my dad was like, "You brought him to court like that?" It's like, the boy's got the biggest fucking suit on I ever done seen. Why is his hair slicked back like that, Stacy? What are you trying to make him look like? A goddamn fucking... He looks like he's fucking mentally ill. He looks crazy. She's like, "No, I think he looks like a good boy." My dad was like, "Dude, listen, you ever go back to court, you just wear a nice button-up shirt. You say, 'Yes, sir.' You say, 'No, sir.' You wear a nice pair of boots. And you wear a belt, and you wear fucking blue jeans, your best blue jeans." Like, "Stacy, this boy looked like he fucking just got off the goddamn, like he just came out of the fucking mental hospital. This boy looks insane." My mom was just like, "Well, I mean, it worked." The judge told him, it was like, "Well, it probably worked, Stacy, because he's fucking 15 years old. He probably thought you brought a retard boy to the damn courtroom. Probably felt bad for the damn son of a bitch." My dad, he was just, we were like, I was like, trying to get the fucking, this like coif out of my fucking hair and taking the suit off. My dad was just like, "Hey man, listen, you ever get arrested again, just fucking, you ain't got to do all this shit, man. It's weed." Like, I got caught with fucking crack cocaine in my boot. I showed up the next day in fucking front of the magistrate wearing the same bullshit. I just said, "I'm sorry," and I went home. I'm surprised they didn't send you to the fucking loony bin. It was the most fucking insane get up I think I'd ever. I wish I had taken a picture. Like, my mom would have taken like a court picture, because dude, it was just nuts.
I wore to my last court appearance. I wore giant slacks, dress shoes, and then I wore an untuck it shirt, but I wore it tucked in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it was a hand-me-down from my mom's pastor. And I was 21.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What were you what were you rocking when they took you to the jail when they caught you?
Dude. Vintage Woo Wear shirt. Double XL.
Of course.
Button up. Bright red rayon with bees on it.
Dickies shorts, the long ones,
Yeah, of course.
shin length,
Yeah, of course.
very baggy.
Yeah, capris.
Red safety glasses with yellow lenses. And
Yep.
bright blue foam posits.
No. The foam. You had the foams on.
I had the foams on.
No, Thomas. And what did the cop say anything about your get up, or was he just like, we gotta take this boy to the damn?
They didn't say anything about the get up. There wasn't a whole lot to be said about the get up.
Yeah.
But they make you change out or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I had to change back into those clothes when I left the jail.
Oh my god.
So I had to dress like Billie Eilish out of the county jail.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think I was wearing a Minor Threat t-shirt and like the skinniest black jeans that Hot Topic sold. And I was wearing the high top Converse and I had etched an anarchy symbol into the toe because I was really into like oi shit at the time. Which like, because there's the lady that took me to jail. Her name, I remember because she had this monologue that she did. It wasn't really a monologue. I'm overselling it. Her last name was Konvicka, which is like I've heard it before. Like I think I've seen like a TV writer or something, but it's like a Polish name or something. It's spelled with like the little symbol or whatever. It's like Konvik something A or whatever. And she was like, they call me Officer Konvictia because I always throws a book at him when I bring him to the thing or whatever. She was like 300 pounds, ugly as fuck, warthog bitch. She was just doing her job. Anyway. I remember thinking like, what? Why are you talking to me like this? Like, I've talked about getting arrested on the show plenty of times before, but there's like one aspect of it I think I just like, they tried to do the scared straight. She tried to do the scared straight thing with me.
Yeah.
I told you about that. Where we were on the way to the police station, and she's like, "They're gonna turn your little butt to fucking soup." Not literally, they didn't say that, but she was that'd been really crazy. If
They're
she
gonna
said
eat you out crazy style in there.
They're gonna turn
with
your,
their hands.
They're gonna turn your little white ass to fucking miso
They're gonna
soup.
stretch you out like they're making a pizza.
But yeah, I was like, I'm not scared. I mean, I was scared of going to jail, but I was like, threatening a teenage boy with rape for smoking weed seems psychotic. But
Yeah, and yet we do it every day.
we do it every single goddamn day in this beautiful country of ours. Fucking A.
Yeah. But what can you do? I mean, look, you don't want to be caught lacking. You know, you want to be fresh when you go in.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, you can get all scented up with the piss blankets and everything.
Ooh,
and then
yeah,
you go,
the pee-pee blankets. It's
Mhm.
cold as fuck in there. It's cold as shit. I don't know why. All
yeah.
the lights are way too bright.
They got the TV on super loud.
They didn't have a TV in the jail I was in.
They had a TV on real loud, and they had the lights on so bright nobody could sleep. And they had, and it was like the white lights too.
Oh, the big like the LEDs,
Yeah.
the halogens, whatever.
Yeah, and there was one guy in there who was just, he was just drunk basically or something, or maybe it was DUI. But they had him in there for like 4 days just because he was like rude to the arresting
Oh
officer.
yeah.
So they'd just been denying him.
The right to leave.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
I love all of the sovereign citizen video guys because they'll do it in like a big city, and the cop will be like, well, you seem to know your stuff. And the cop's clearly very pissed off. You got like the sovereign citizen YouTubers, the cops will be like, clearly mad, like, seem to know your stuff, pal. All right, well, you have a good day. And they'll say with a little stank, and the guy's like, yeah, have a good day, officer. And then look at the camera, it's like, and that is how you talk to the occupying army that is the police in Buffalo, New York. And I think Buffalo's not a crazy big city, but it's a mid-level city.
Yeah.
Dude, I always like, I hate to pull it, but like, try that in a small town. Try that sovereign citizen shit. I don't like the police, obviously. But every time I see that video, I'm like, there's a reason you're doing this in like, I don't know, like Urbana, Illinois. Like not a huge, crazy big city, but like a mid-level city. Do that shit with Bubba, the fucking like a Peaster state trooper, he's gonna fuck you in your butt. Like,
Yeah.
he will fucking, like, I feel like Texas state troopers, especially the ones that run the rural routes, if you know the law, they're gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
They don't care. Like, they arrest lawyers and shit. And then they're like, the judge doesn't care because it's like, that's his brother or something. You know what I mean? It's all true detective shit out there. I don't know if they're fucking kids, but like the interconnectivity of it or whatever.
Yeah. But that's all going to change once I'm a state trooper.
Do you think you're going to like try to change the system from the inside?
Yeah. I'm going to let people go for everything. And I'm going to accept bribes also.
Do you, Thomas White, accept the honor and the privilege of being a Texas state trooper and all the duties there within?
Yep.
Do you promise to uphold the law, the truth, and the way of our Lord Jesus Christ and the statutes and jurisprudence of the state of Texas?
Yes.
Do you willingly say with your hand on the Bible that you will not accept bribes and that you will take people to jail?
I will not.
Will you accept a bribe now?
Yes.
Hold on a second. You just said that you wouldn't.
I said I would not I said that I would.
I am a bad police officer.
I disagree.
I disagree with the law, sir.
Sir, I disagree. That was not a bribe. It was just some money that I accepted in exchange for letting somebody go. That was a favor. Which a favor is okay if you're a police officer.
A favor is just fine. It doesn't count. I mean, every time I see the drug busts, there was one in my old apartment complex when I was living in Austin. This guy had fucking motion, brother. There was on the roof of his like Impala or something. It was like fucking bags and bags of weed, bags and bags of what I guess was coke or maybe ket, I don't know. And then just bands, dude, bands, and like one of those like bank bags, you know, with the zipper. And the cop had like opened it up, and it was just rollies, dude, fucking wrapped up. And it was like I could see it was probably like 6 or 7 cars down from me. I was getting in my car, and I had the thought, which was like, could I run over there and grab that money, and nobody would notice? And the answer, of course, was yes. Of course, the police wouldn't notice me interrupting an arrest to grab probably what was essentially probably just $1,000 in ones. Let's be real. Because, you know, he was selling drugs out of the apartment where I lived, not like a mansion or something, you know. But I really, really wanted that money bad because I figured, you know, if I have that money, I could spend it on jewel pods and
Right.
you know, jeans and stuff.
Important stuff.
Important shit. I would take money for sure if I was a cop. From evidence, I would 100% do it.
Yeah.
I feel like
they do catch people if it's from evidence.
well, not from like the evidence locker or whatever, but like if you're like arresting somebody, I feel like you could just take a little bit, like a couple $100.
I don't know. I think they confiscate it and then they basically indirectly steal it. You know?
Yeah, civil forfeiture.
It goes to all the margarita machines in the office.
Yeah, they had big monster truck tires for the fucking armored truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Civil asset forfeiture, I didn't know, is like that's how they get a lot of their nice stuff. Is they steal like so much money and property from people, and you never get it back, and then that's how they get like more AR-15s and like ACOG sights and stuff. I think I want to make it like a potion and then give it to all the local police, and it's like a special type.
Yeah,
of
that
potion.
purple stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. All I wanna do is bang screw.
Bang screw.
Am I dirty
Drinking.
bang screw?
Dirty soda. Dress it up and make it real for me. Whatever that fucking means. I love that line at the beginning of March Madness. Cracks me up every fucking time. Have you seen that video? Just talking about it. Somebody on the show. Future. It's like an Instagram story that somebody, I guess, screen recorded. But there's this like girl in a bikini in like a pool, and it's Future, and he's at his house. He's got his whole entourage with him. It's like 8 huge black dudes, and they're all like passing around a blunt. And she's like talking to Future, and she's like, "Poppy, come in the pool, Poppy," like being all coy. And he takes a sip from his cup. He goes, "You for everybody?" And she goes, like she sits there for a second, doesn't say anything. He goes, nah, you fucking the whole crew. And she goes, no, just you. And he was like, nah, everybody. And then just the video ends, and I was like, I feel like that's like a
She was like, "It's for you," and he was like, "Nah, it's for us."
yeah. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. She was like, not funny. Future belongs in prison, but he did make DS2, which is one of the best albums of all time. We're now gonna read the ad read for the video. Introducing the new. Sorry, I can't pronounce this. Introducing the new and improved formula for Freaky Pill. Freaky Pill?
Freaky Pill.
Freaky Pill. Freaky Pill is brought to you by Getting Money Up Pharmaceuticals. Freaky Pill, if taken in the morning, ensures that you will bust crazy loads and you will be more of a sexual freak than ever before. Better than Cialis, Viagra, Sildenafil, or Sildenafil. The Freaky Pill was created by two heart of gold hustlers with the sun in their eyes and love in their hearts. And when you take the Freaky Pill, you can guarantee that you're going to get freaky forever, and nothing will ever go wrong when you're on the Freaky Pill. Thomas, do you want to read the verbatim part?
Use Freaky Pill. Sorry. Do not use Freaky Pill to get too freaky, or your freakometer will reach the max. Freakometer reaching the max can lead to high blood pressure, sweaty hands, and laying that pipe down too long and making it too crazy for the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Using Freaky Pill to using Freaky Pill to become to lay that thing down can lead to premature death, heart attack, and defects with your sperms, making them bigger and wider, and to where it's hard for them to come out, and so you will need a straw for them to come out, and it'll have to be a big long straw that you have to suck on to get them out. Use code Pendejo50 to and the freakypill.com will send you 1 million free Freaky Pills. That will be a 15 lifetime free Freaky Pills for anyone.
It's a pretty good deal.
That's a really good deal. And then you might think, what's the point of buying them after you get that? Well, just it's not our company. We're not making money off this.
We're not making money off the Freaky Pill. You use Freaky Pill in conjunction with Freaky Drink to get extra freaky. If you want to try Freaky Pill and Freaky Drink for free, use Pendejo code 50. Pendejo 50 to get 50 gallons of Freaky Drink delivered to your door in oil drums. One Freaky Drink is equal to 50 Freaky Pills, but 50 Freaky Pills is only equal to 10 Freaky Drinks. 2 Freaky Drinks and 1 Freaky Pill will make your thing so freaky that people will call the police on you and you'll have to go to jail for the rest of your life. So be sure to use with caution. 2 guys getting money and making freaky-ass drugs are not responsible for death, dismemberment, or any hospitalizations or arrests that occur under the influence of Freaky Drink and or Freaky Pill, or Freaky Pill and Freaky Drink in conjunction with each other. 2 guys making freaky-ass medicines and making sexual-ass drugs are not going to be responsible for you fucking that thing so good that it fucking explodes. That's their copy. I wish that they wouldn't write that.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
I don't like that. 2 freaky motherfuckers getting money and making sexual-ass medicines are not going to be responsible if you get that girl pregnant with so many babies that she has to go get studied by doctors. I don't like that they include that.
No,
either.
I don't either.
It makes it seem like this is like not a real medicine.
Yeah,
it makes it seem that this is not real.
Seems gross. 2
sexual, freaky ass, nasty bastards with no spirit and no soul, and they're coming for you right now, and they're gonna get you. Are not responsible for you having so much fucking freaky ass sex that your family no longer recognizes you.
Good to know.
In parentheses, thanks guys. Really hope that we can get this off the ground. You can say this on the show if you want. Really appreciate you guys. We did send Thomas 10 Freaky Drinks, and Jake, we sent you 10 Freaky Pills. And we did put it in you guys' food. So be prepared to be extra freaky.
Yeah, I'm feeling really freaky already, and I'm actually having some issues with my heart as we speak.
Yeah, my balls vibrating.
Yeah, I can feel them from across the couch.
It feels like a phone.
Across the couch, yeah. You're getting a phone. You're getting a call from
Boner.
Yeah, it looks like it's a number. The area code looks like it's from Boner City.
Yeah, it says Boner City and it says freak drink.
Yeah.
I don't really think that that the country's going to be around much longer, at least as we know it. But what I am excited is guys like Freaky Drink and Freaky Pill, like the two sexual motherfuckers making badass naughty medicines, LLC. I'm glad that those guys can get their nut before the building's completely like burnt down. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see what the Freaky corporation gets up to next, because I've been probably going through 15 to 20 honey packs a day until this product came out.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to eat if I don't have.
We don't sell anything or promote anything that we don't use.
Right.
So
Yeah.
the thing about two naughty fucking broke back motherfuckers getting money and making sexual medicine LLC is that we don't listen. I don't understand that world and they don't understand podcasting, but together we can bring you guys stuff that you can take to get it so wet and creamy that the foundation of the house has to be redone. You know,
absolutely. And I love the way you worded that.
Yeah, me too.
That's
and I
nice.
think that people are really going to like it as well.
Yeah,
I think they're going to like how long we've been talking about Freaky Pill.
Oh yeah.
Two nasty sexual motherfuckers making badass medicines and getting money forever. LLC.
If you could make a new type of medicine, what would it be and what would it taste like?
Okay. Straight up, if I could make a pill that could increase your sort of cosmic odds of making a lot of money while also making you really high, and it would taste like a pineapple and a pomegranate together, I would probably call it the Getting Money and Feeling Awesome pill.
I think you were referring to some sort of pineapple cocaine. Which
No.
I would think.
No, because cocaine doesn't make you have money.
It makes you think that you're about to have a lot of money, though.
That is true.
It makes you think, wait, I just cracked it. I think all right, yeah, we're about to.
I'm going to get a raise tomorrow.
Wait. Oh, okay, here we are. We're about to be right there.
It's not like I've called in sick 10 days in a row. They're going to
Yeah.
give me the keys to the motherfucking kingdom.
Once I come in with talking really fast.
They're going to love me, dude. Because here's the thing. When I'm in my car and I'm drinking Rumple Mints out of my flask and I'm doing key bumps, I'm creating a beautiful equilibrium that resembles normalcy in a normal guy. Most guys are red and their eyes are really like kind of glazed over and they can't speak.
Mm-hmm.
That's how most normal people
Well,
are.
and that's a sigma behavior whenever you can't speak at work because you actually are balancing so many medications and you're doing such a good job at it that nobody can tell. They just think, oh wow, he's reserved. Nobody's reserved nowadays. They're all, everybody wants to be a star. You're just quiet and sweaty, and you're on FaceTime, with a guy you went to high school with. Customers are calling and you don't pick up the phone because you're not gonna act too eager to speak and to be noticed. You're not looking for attention. You're low. You're in the cut. You know what I mean?
100%.
And that's what CEOs are.
Yeah, I think people have lost that entrepreneurial spirit. They've lost the ability to understand what it means to make a bunch of money and fucking flex on literally every motherfucker in your life.
Absolutely.
Your dad, your mom, your grandma, your aunt, your dog. My plan is to go back to Pasadena in like 5 years when me and you are doing incredible. When everything kind of finally falls into place for you and me. When it's not like all this is going to go away and we're just going to go back to working like I'm just washing dishes or something.
Right.
This is only going to I'm going to be Brad Pitt and you're going to be George Clooney and in 10 years we're going to be sitting on a cigarette boat.
You are going to be Brad Pitt.
Yeah. And you are going to be.
In a lot of ways, you've done a lot of things that Brad Pitt has also done.
I have. I got in really good shape. I'm like an incredible actor. I'm very conventionally handsome.
Yeah.
I have a 6-pack year round. I've kind of a nice salt and pepper stubble.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Pasadena.
And you can always be trusted on private airplanes, just like him.
Yes, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to Pasadena. I'm gonna tell them motherfuckers, Brad Pitt's here. Oh, Pasadena Pitt's in town.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna start calling it
Pitta.
Yeah, they're gonna say, "What's your name?"
Jacobina. Jacob's Pasadena. Jacobina. Jacob Rhoda.
Hey, Jake Aroda, how you doing, man? I'm gonna go to my high school reunion, dude, and I'm gonna flex on every motherfucker that I was personally friends with that I miss, and that I hope their lives are good. I'm gonna say, dude, what happened? Oh, you got really hurt at your job that's real. Yeah, I just got back from fucking selling 20 tickets in Sacramento. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have you know that I just opened up for
Ricta the comedian.
Yeah, I'll have you know I just opened up for a regionally middling comedian who is sort of on his last leg, and I was able to pick up a little bit of that final steam before the train comes to the station, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I opened up. I have you guys know I've been opening up for a terrible alcoholic liar who, in 1998, the fucking stars aligned for him, and he was in a movie, get this, with Jim Brewer. And we stay in beach houses together, and he tells me that one day, if I'm lucky, I can be just like him. And he fucking means it, dude.
Yeah.
And he tells me every goddamn day, we'll be in a car together, and he'll say things like, dude, I remember when I was your age, and you're on the right path. And I look over to him, and he's got this black tooth that stinks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's drinking Miller Lite out of a Sonic cup. And I think, goddamn, I can't wait to be him.
People don't know what it's like to know a guy who used to do open mics with Ralphie May.
Yeah, they don't know what it's like to know that he went on the road with Dave Chappelle one time before Chappelle was famous. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he talks about it, too.
A guy who met, a guy who one time went to a show where Jim Gaffigan was there, too.
Yeah. He did heroin with Joey Diaz before Joey Diaz ever did stand-up.
Right.
He was just a Puerto Rican that robbed people. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was... And if me and Thomas are lucky... One day, there will be a young buck right here on the couch with us.
Sitting
right here.
Right
Probably
here. There's
19
a lot of space.
years old, smooth.
There's enough space, yeah.
He's going to want to be
little.
Yeah, he'll be a little guy. And he'll be like, I want to be a comedian. And we'll be like, there's a pathway to it for you. Yeah.
That was a place.
You're the smoocher. I'm the caresser.
The invisible comedian.
Yeah, I'm rubbing his hair. What's that? His leg?
It's his leg.
How old is he? He's 25, right?
Yeah. You're doing great. Don't listen to him.
You're gonna be the biggest comedian.
Don't listen to him. I'm serious. You feeling okay? It's gonna be okay, man. I know he's acting up right now, but like he's cool. He's my guy.
Hey, listen, baby boy. I just like to laugh. You want to be a big comedian, don't you?
You want to be a big comedian, don't you?
You
This is what you have to do.
It's your 28th birthday.
We're gonna show you how to be funny.
Yeah, you're 3 feet tall. And one day you're gonna be 10 feet tall, baby. You just gotta go. You just gotta go into town and get Daddy a little bit of fake opiate from the gas station, and then you're gonna be the biggest comedian in the whole fucking world.
I know open mics are scary. They're so scary, but you're gonna do great.
You're gonna do awesome. You're gonna do great.
Each of this is one of his legs.
Yeah. This is his left leg.
I'm pulling all the meat out of his leg like a rotisserie
dude, you're
chicken.
You're gonna do fucking incredible, dude. Yeah, you're gonna do.
Give me your blood.
Give me your fucking bones, bitch.
I bet it would feel so good to eat a live human.
There was a guy who claimed to he did some cannibal stuff when he was, he was on I never was on Something Awful, maybe Albino Black Sheep. Anyway, I remember seeing screenshots of a dude from one of the forums back in the day that was like, oh yeah, I went to Cambodia and I ate a guy. He was like there's like a thing that he like paid to do. I think it probably was a lie, but he said it tasted a lot like pork. It was just like he ate the back of the guy's legs and his butt cheeks, and it was pretty good. It tasted like pork. And I was like,
how do you have it served?
You just like cook it. And he said he ate it over rice, like white sticky rice. Probably lying. It's a forum schizophrenic, so probably 100% bullshit. But when I was reading that shit when I was like 12, like 11, and I was on the internet, I was like, I'm talking to a real life cannibal right now, and he's probably got $1 million too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating the guy's butt cheeks first when you've never had human before, a little bit weird.
I think there was an aspect of it that it's a part of the body that's pretty tender, because your arm muscles are very sinewy. There's a lot of tendons, and so I think that the back of the inside of the thigh and the butt meat is a little bit more like tender, whereas like this is very sinewy. A lot of ligaments.
Yeah, I would probably just start with, like the ears.
The ears? Why?
They're little.
Oh,
Could probably get them nice and crunchy. I don't know if cartilage would be good,
You ever had Rocky Mountain oysters? I had an opportunity to try them, but I never did.
No, I like normal food.
Yeah.
I'm not eating balls.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the community, but animal balls, I just don't. Sometimes I would be vegetarian if you could only eat the balls part of animals, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, God, what do you want for dinner? Balls? I've eaten so many balls this week. I'm balled out.
I'm balled out, Playboy. Yeah,
Dude, you hungry? I was thinking about grabbing some balls.
I'm thinking about getting a fat set of nuts.
I had a big lunch. Just give me one ball. Just a ball and a wrap.
Don't even cut it up. It's like a tortilla that's like spun around a huge.
Eating it, you're eating it like a mango.
Like a hand fruit. You got one of those old whittling knives.
You must think balls grow on trees around here, kid.
You know those old movies where like the kind of sage redneck dude is sitting on a porch and he's just like peeling off chunks of an apple with like a whittling knife. It's kind of, it looks like a little sickle. Those kind of, you know what knife I'm talking about? My granddad used to have one. And he just carved chunks of apple out with it. Yeah, it's just leaning up against a post. It's like painted white and it's chipped and the foundation's cracked a little bit. There's a red hawk soaring here in the foothills, the beautiful hills of Appalachia, and you're lost. Mm-hmm. You were going on a road trip, a solo road trip to find yourself. And you're just making your way through Kentucky. You're going up, you drove through Tennessee, and now you're up here towards the kind of just the smoky hills of West Virginia. Mm-hmm. You get lost. You turn around. You see a house in the distance on the hill, red hawk flying over, and you go, I remember what my dad told me. He was an Eagle Scout. Red hawk flyover house, that's where you go to find out. You know what I mean? And you go up to the house, and you see a figure standing leaning up against the post. He's got a long piece of wheat hanging out of his mouth, and he's only wearing overalls. And you go, trustworthy. You walk up to him, stoic. He doesn't move, doesn't even address you. You see that he's whittling something, and he's putting pieces of it into his mouth. You're like, I probably got a big, juicy red apple. And so he takes care of his health. And you get up to him, and he looks at you, and he's like, you lost, boy? And you look down, and he's got a huge bull nut. And he's carving up and putting perfect cubes of bull testicle into his teeth, sucking on it and then chewing it and then swallowing it. Would you trust him?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, me too.
Then I would eat balls.
Then I would eat testicles. Man, I got a fucking TT.
If you want to, we're at like 58 minutes. If you want to.
No, that's cool. We'll do the last 2 minutes. If you want to eat a piece of pie, all you got to do is say goodbye. Say goodbye to the life that you once knew. And then every day the skies are blue. Tell your family that you're hitting the road. Tell them that you're going alone. Tell them that you're going to find yourself. Put all those old pictures on the shelf. I'm hitting the road to find a piece of apple pie. Apple in my eye. Piece of pie. Look at the sky. I'm just a normal guy. Hitting the road. It's the time of my life. Then you go down the road, you get to the diner, it's a guy you know. You went to high school with him, his name is Keith. He says, I got a piece of pie for your teeth. Gives you a piece of delicious pie. You chew it up, chewable guy. You get a piece of tall glass of white milk, and then you drink it up good. It's smooth as silk. It's a tasty-ass cup of milk. It's a beautiful piece of pie. I think you're getting better at the Leghorn. Every day I think about my baby, all the times that she betrayed me. Every day I think about my brother, he was better than any other. Every day I think about my sister, I think about the time that I kissed her. Every day I think about my mommy, she was sour at edamame. Every day I think about my pappy, he'd like to get drunk and take a nappy. Every day I think about my dog Skip, I used to give him a little bit of tongue and lip. That's just how it is growing up in Texas. Every time you think you're next up, you realize it's just a dream.
It's just a dream. Dream, 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 a dream. Dream, 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 you dream. Dream, 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 you dream about a mouse. You dream about a mouse. You dream about a mouse, he's big. You dream about a mouse, he's large. Larger than an ox. A dream, a dream. Dream, 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 dream. You dream, you dream.